Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you my next tutorial. It's going to be about the firework game that I discussed in my last video. So it works like this, and today I'm going to show you how to make it a little bit differently than usual. So I'm just going to show you all the code and stuff. I'll just put up the variables that are for the sprite only. So everything that's for the sprite only, I'll put up. Hey, where's this one? Okay, there it is. Wait. Where's the type one? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm just putting up all the ones that are for the sprite only. And I think that's it. Because this one isn't, 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 and this one isn't either. So just make these variables for this sprite only. And then make all the other ones that don't have a blue check mark next to them over here, make them for all sprites. None of them are cloud variables, just so you know. Anyway, so now I'm just going to show you all the code. And if you don't like how I'm doing it this time, then put a dislike. But if you do like how I'm doing it this time, put a like, okay? Okay, so set coins to 0. So you'll have to do this. It's a green flag clicked. Then you'll have to do this part. So basically the way that this works is it makes sure that once it's set to fire, the rocket state is set to fire. It'll make sure that it won't do it again because it waits until it's set to none again. So basically it'll wait until it's none. Then it'll wait until the rocket state is fire. Then after that, it'll do all this code. Then it'll wait until it's none again. And it just keeps on going over and over again. So then, this is an update script. So I put a when green flag clicked forever broadcast update, because basically if you do a when green flag clicked forever broadcast something, then what'll happen is that it'll broadcast it really, really fast. So it'll be impossible to tell that there's basically, like, if you don't do that and you just do a when green clicked forever, then it might look a little bit unsynced with everything else. But if you do a forever broadcast, it does it so fast you can't even tell. Anyway, so in this update script, you want to switch it to a costume that's big. It doesn't really matter what color it is because you're not going to be able to see it. So what you're going to want to do is switch it to costume 8. Also, you need to check that clone is equal to 0. This will tell that the clone, it'll make it check so that it's not a clone. Because when I receive, anything could receive that, including clones. So you have to make sure that the clones don't receive it. Next, there's a find highest rocket thing. So yeah, there is a list. And basically this checks whatever rocket's the highest, just in case you wanted to make it so that it launches multiple rockets. And then there's this one where it does all the cloning stuff. So this might be hard to understand, but the way that it works is it sets clone to 1, so that when it receives update, those rockets that are clones and the explosions that are clones, they both will not go to the places. And also another thing that I forgot to say is you want to make sure that right here you put whatever you want the Y position of your thing, of your dispenser thing to be, and make sure the X is also set to whatever you want. So then in here, put this where you want the rocket to spawn. Like make it go to, and then add, I mean technically all it's doing is it's adding 0. So you can just put an add 0. But if you wanted to make it something else, then you can make it add something else to rocket Y. But then eventually, so I make it so that it points straight up, because to make it work correctly, I made it so it's to this side instead of being like this, straight up. Also, I made a blue version. Anyway, so basically, it'll make it so that it points in direction 0, so that's pointing straight up. Then it turns it between these two, so that it doesn't always just go straight up. Like if you'll see, it went to the side that time a little bit. Went to the side.